101.9.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Welcome to Island Tea right here on WINNMedia SKN. It is Thursday, August 11th, and you're here with your faves, me, Azem, and of course, I'm here with Jade, Gwenny Gwen, Idita, CPL, Martha Stewart, Johnson.
Morning.
Yeah, looking forward to talking to you guys today. There's lots on the agenda happening. Jade, before we get into the tea, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
How's the family?
They're good, doing well.
Mental health in check?
Somewhat.
Anything we need to discuss? Anything you need to get off your chest?
No, not really. Not really, man. How are you?
Well, I thought it was good. I thought it was good, and then I learned yesterday that I think I told you that apparently I have some deep emotional scarring.
Oh, yesterday?
I think I told you before.
Yeah.
But I found out yesterday that it was confirmed yesterday.
Okay, well, you know.
And that my style was not my style. Sorry. Should the person comment? Yeah. my smile was stolen, and that I what was the other thing? Oh, I have trouble accepting and believing in love. Jade, that's what I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. I'm not even joking. That's what I was told.
Joking either.
Yeah.
Say it sometimes.
Yeah. So I'm working. I might have to work on that.
That's all you have to do, friend. Work to be better.
Really?
That's all we can do. Work to be the best of ourselves.
Well, I suppose.
Yeah.
Melodane, good morning. Good morning.
That might be your volume.
Yeah, Sylvia. Do a double check on your stuff and see if it gets any better.
Let me check on our stuff as well.
Yeah.
Just to make sure.
Confirm. Melodane, good morning.
Nope, it's not us. We are loud and clear.
All right. Well, yeah, Jade, you think that as we start talking about healthcare a lot, like that's been a lot in the news, in the media, social media, etc., etc. Have you been hearing, in your view, enough talk about the need to bolster our mental health facility?
No, I've not heard one single thought about it, honestly. Not one single thought. I've heard zero people discuss why we need to, one, done away with the term the crazy ward. Two, fix the psych ward in a way that people are less stigmatized when they go there. Three, try and get some more therapists and psychiatrists and all of these things, all of these people on board. 4, try and get the free counseling center some more help, because it's very difficult to get in based on the fact that there is not enough counselors and there's way too many patients. So no, I've not heard anything.
So there's definitely a demand for it. I think the stigma over the last few years, especially, has been kind of dissipating.
Thank you.
People are becoming.
Thank the Lord.
Yeah, I think people are becoming more and more open to. How should I put it? People are paying more attention to their emotional and mental health, as well as their physical health. But again, I guess it becomes difficult for people to navigate that because of the lack of resources and options.
But it's a necessary thing.
Yeah.
Very, very necessary. Especially, listen, we just have to walk Fort Street and we could see the impact of people not being able to get the help that they need. Literally, just walk Fort Street any day between the hours of 8 to 5.
Jade, you just got to open your phone to Facebook and there's people there crying out for help.
Yeah, but Facebook is a strange place. So let me give them some touchable examples.
I think social media is one of the places where it is most evident that there are people who have not fully dealt with a lot of issues.
Yeah,
and they try to use social media as a way to cope or to even cry out for help in, let's say, less conspicuous ways.
But social media has also made it
worse.
It's worse, but people are so much more. It's like, even though we know social media is real life, people don't get the gravity of things. They're so desensitized because of social media, constantly consuming the things that they see on social media every single day. It has made them less. I don't know if it's empathy that they're lacking. I don't know what it is, but it has made them more desensitized to the real world just because of social media.
Yeah, fair. But I guess I'm speaking more about the things that people choose to post, how they choose to interact and that kind of thing, which a lot of times signal the fact that this person has some stuff that they need to work on, to heal on. Because even sometimes when you see how people react to things, right, it signals, hey, perhaps you might need to talk to somebody.
Perhaps.
And on top of that, right, I'm not even talking about like people who, because I think health is a scale, just like physical health is a scale, right? Everything might not require surgery, right? Sometimes you need to get up and go take a run.
You need a consultation sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes, but I'm saying sometimes you don't always need to go to the doctor. Sometimes you just need to wake up and do some stretching. You know what I mean? And I think that's the same thing with like emotions too, and your mental well-being. Sometimes you just need to take a break from the things that trigger in you. Sometimes you just need to take a break from your regular programming. Kind of just like how sometimes you have to take a break from eating to detox your system. Sometimes you have to do a fast. Sometimes you have to fast on the things that we consume as well.
Yep.
Because what I realized too, right, I think I might have said it here before, I think what's happening too, we have a lot of people who have very low metabolism emotionally. So like, just like people who may have a low metabolism and they continue eating for sustenance, but they don't, but the process of stripping away, hey, the things that I need from this meal and removing the rest, like, is a problem, and they continue to become overweight and obese and such. I think that happens emotionally to a lot of people too. Like, you know, they're having these experiences, they're feeling these emotions, and they don't fully process, and so they don't metabolize the meal for what they're consuming, what they're experiencing, and they end up like having all this weight and
Yeah,
baggage,
but
weight
some-
and baggage,
But
weight and
sometimes
baggage.
it's because they don't even get a chance to process the trauma that they had before another traumatic experience happened to them. Like it especially right no, well, not right now. It's been happening for years upon years. Things happen so fast. It's like, okay, you just starting to feel like you're getting over something, something else happened. Before you even start to process that one, something else happen. A death, you lose your money, or your job, your child sick, your car break down, your this bill owed, that bill owed. It's like this life is ghetto, you know. This
Yeah.
life is very ghetto, Azem.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying is a lot of times what I find happen, and that's why I say something we need to take breaks because
How you can take a break from that?
no, what I'm saying is because what we do instead of trying to deal and heal, we ignore and deflect. So, for instance, I would talk to people and say, hey, something as simple as sitting silently and meditating, learning, like building up your ability to meditate, right? That's proven to do a lot for your emotional state and stuff like that. And people tell me straight up, "Ma, me ain't got no time for that."
Yes, you do.
But I
You
ask
just have
them,
to find it.
why you watching on Netflix? You see what I'm saying? Like, why you watching on Netflix?
Cut out one of the episodes, whatever you're binging, and you could meditate.
You know, like,
Stop
how much
stay up all
time?
night
Yeah.
on TikTok.
How many days after work you gonna hang on the block?
Yeah.
Which the truth is, a lot of these things continuing to fill your mental, your spiritual, the emotional, with all kind of things. Like when you're watching these shows, they ain't gonna the things say trigger warning just before they think they're gonna trigger you.
Right? They're just
So you're literally watching these things, and those things continually triggering you. So I don't know. Yes, life is fast and difficult and unrelenting at times, but I don't think that can be an excuse for you not taking the opportunities when available to try and just reset. You know what I mean? Metabolize some of what it is that's been happening. Yeah, and yeah, it's really a lot for me, like how we choose to spend our time. What I realize is that there are a lot of us who we like to either numb ourselves, deflect. We don't want to deal because
coping mechanisms.
dealing is difficult.
Very rough dealing. When you have to sit down and think about all of the things for you to process that is trauma related, that could literally play on your psyche in a way that you may not be ready for. And so I do understand why people try not to. Like, there's people that literally just bury things. They don't think about it. After a day or two, they just pack it away in this little box. But then, unfortunately, it manifests itself in the worst time sometimes. Like, sometimes you just, you're finally feeling like you're in a happy place, and then trauma. some traumatic experience or something triggers a memory from a traumatic experience, and now you're down a rabbit hole of your trauma. Remember when your granny died when you was 11, or remember when your family abandoned you or had you outside in the backyard just not taking care of you and stuff. It's a lot of things people have to process,
Yeah.
And it don't start from adulthood, it starts from childhood, so.
Yeah, because
I think
we're human beings, right? And we continually living and experiencing. And there's going to be things that negatively impact us, like from the time we leave the womb, pretty much. You know what I mean? Sometimes all when you're in the womb, you're getting things that negatively impacting you. So I think it's going to be very important as we continue to progress and evolve as a society that people begin to really recognize ways in which to deal with the entire being, right? I think we have put a lot of time and resources, knowledge into, dealing with the physical, and sometimes, let me tell you, Jade, we're talking about things like trauma, and people might, like when we say words like trauma, people have certain ideas of what that means. But let's even simplify it. Samaya, the thing we're gonna you all back down and probably going to take good years off your life is simple stress.
I thought you were going to say it's the partner.
No stress. Simple stress. Simple stress. Jade. Stress. You know, there's a term, stress kills. It's real.
Yeah, man.
It's real.
Stress is one thing y'all got to be careful with.
Grief does kill. You understand? Like, these are things that affect us. It's emotional, but you could literally see physical effects because we all integrated with one being, right? So you can't believe that the emotional things don't manifest in the spiritual and the physical things don't manifest. Up to last night, I talked to some friends of mine and they're telling them about you. Sometimes people they're running around living their life, they're not even feeling the best. They're just running around living their life, working, doing what they got to do.
Trying the best.
As soon as they go to the doctor and the doctor tell them, unfortunately, you have XYZ, you know, but 2 months later, that's it.
Yeah, because that done stress them clean out.
Yeah. It's just, some partner say, yeah, said Malo, the story is don't go to the doctor. I was like, no.
I mean, you know, I get it, but no, that's not the moral of the story.
That was not what I was getting at.
No. But yeah, I think it's because, one, we realize that a lot of the things that we have to deal with, we can't afford to. We legit can't afford to. Like, you can't afford to hear you have cancer. You can't afford to hear that whatever else it is. Because, no, you know, that's money that you have to find that you don't have. You have to go burden yourself with these things and your family and everybody worrying and trying. And, boy, I see why it's rough. It's rough. That's why some people just don't tell their family member that just die.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times that, you know, people have this thing, I don't want to be a burden. I don't want to worry anybody. And we don't recognize that a lot of time that hurts more than anything else.
Yeah.
Not being able to support your loved one at a time when they obviously need the support. I think that in itself has a very negative impact on people.
Definitely, because
so you think you're helping, but you're probably
definitely
hurting.
not.
You're probably hurting. Yeah.
Because when your family family members find out why you're there and they're like, well, we're here and tell us.
You don't know nothing. He tell you?
No, they didn't tell us. I can't believe he didn't tell us. Like, and then the family gonna start to feel like, you know, that there wasn't there weren't people that he or she would confide in. They wasn't trusted or whatever they're going to create in their head because they don't have an answer because you already passed. So you can't explain to them like, no, that wasn't the case because, again, you already passed. So you leave them feeling...
You know what I think too? I think we all have to learn. There's certain things that we have to learn, Jane. We have to learn what true support is. We have to learn how to deal with people who are in those situations. Because I think one of the reasons too why people don't tell is because there's a fear that telling these people would only make me feel worse. So what happens a lot of times, for instance, grief. I was one of the people who had a very difficult time talking to people who had experienced loss.
Me too, boy.
I don't know what to say.
No, listen,
I have no idea what is right. My condolences. Like, is that enough? Like, should I say more? Like, how do you navigate that? It's very difficult.
I've literally had to apologize to people close to me because I wasn't able to deal with the fact that they experienced grief in the best way. Like, I personally don't. For me, I deal with grief by isolation. So anything happens to me, y'all ain't see me. Just know that y'all ain't see me because I will fully isolate.
Right.
But then there's other people who need support, and sometimes it's very difficult to know what to say, what to do, because you're also trying to be there for them, but you're also not trying to add to how they feel, you know, and make them feel worse, because sometimes you find all the time and somebody asks you how you're doing and you just start bawling out of the blue.
Yeah.
So you really, it's a very ticklish.
But we don't know. So what happened was because I was to work at this church, right? And the church had a group. It was mainly women. They had some guys there, but it was mainly older motherly type figures who were the church's literal like grief people.
Grief counselors?
They weren't counselors.
But
'cause
they
they
were the
weren't,
people that knew how to deal with
so
grief.
what? So they would have meetings where they would learn how to navigate and help people through their grief. So I was like, oh wait, why this is only this 24 people in this church or 5,000?
Because I guess some people don't see the importance of it.
No, but I mean, of course, everybody gonna have to focus on what they want to focus on. But what I'm saying is, society as a whole, I think those are the types of conversations that we need to have. So what does happen is, sometimes someone gets sick, they get the word, and they don't tell you, not because of anything except, they know when they tell you, you're going to ball. And when you ball, you're going to ball.
No,
And then
all
I
of us
can't take
praying,
I was balling. And then every day you come and you're treating me now like an invalid. Like I can't do nothing. Like yesterday, I was walking up and down the place, doing what I had to do, going in work, everything. Today now, you come ask me if I want a drink of water. Miss, I know where the fridge be.
And you know that they're just trying to.
And they mean well.
Yeah, they're just
They
trying to
mean well,
help,
but you
it's
ain't want to deal with
why-
the pity.
Yeah,
You
I
don't have to
feel
deal
like
with
a
the
lot of
pity.
people try
Yeah.
to avoid pity, so they keep things to themselves.
Yeah, so like it's all around. It's all around. It's all around. And I think that just like we are asking people to, hey, if you are in a situation that is difficult, allow the people in your life to help. Then we have to also recognize that the people who are asking to help need to know how to help.
Yeah,
Right?
because too much. I tell you, it's very crazy for me to see.
To help might mean just act like everything with you.
Yeah, man. Just treat me like how you would treat me every day. Don't make me feel like I have to constantly remember that I'm going through something.
Right.
And that's how sometimes you are like, no, but trust me. I have a friend who I think he tried to do that, and I think it worked. Well, I remember when I was going through a breakup and I was still at work, boy. I had to go work the same. I think it was the day after.
The incident.
Boy, and I at work can't catch myself, and he just watching me like, dog, you got to get together here. And I appreciated how he dealt with it. Like, I could say his name, it was Vince.
Vince, pick up yourself.
Yeah, bye.
I just keep seeing Vince just passing me, just sitting on the passenger seats of cars, just like.
Yeah, why? He's a passenger prince. I can't say princess. That would be rude.
No, but I ain't even talking about that. It's just like the man just always on the go.
Yeah, what do you mean? The man home from vacation, school time.
yeah, a lot of
School
things
time
to do,
over,
a lot
time to be gallivanting. But yeah, Vince helped me through that day, boy, because I don't trust me, if I didn't have him at work that day, I would have just been at work just going all day.
Yeah, dog. You know,
But I tell you how the man watch me. I remember I had one time, the man just look up from his cubicle like,
it is what?
we don't care do this all day. Listen, you need friends like that, okay?
Yeah,
you definitely need
but you
friends
see
like
your friends understand you.
Mm-hmm. I made somebody to be like this too, so.
Right, and I think what happens is that you know your friend, and so y'all have a rapport, y'all have a way of interacting.
But I ain't even have to say nothing.
And
He just
so,
watching me like.
yeah.
It was a mix of concern and
understanding.
and get together.
Yeah. So I think there's a lot of learning to do. I think there's a lot of learning to do. Like we're gonna have to all anything about it's just always so interesting to me when we start talking about these things, and it's like, why? A simple Google search, but it's so much information. Like, so much information is interesting what we choose to ingest, and then what we can retain. But yeah, sometimes I have done this. I have done when I've had a friend who had experienced loss, and I Google things to say to somebody in their time of grief. Like I've Googled it and used that to help me like navigate it. I've used the stuff I would have learned in the session, just kind of mixing. So being a sound engineer, you'll be end up in all kind of rooms.
I could imagine.
Everybody need mics.
You know what's another space that I realized that makes people comfortable enough to talk a lot. When I used to be a hair braider, when I used to do hair, boy, don't let them people get comfortable.
Something.
All of a sudden, it's a counselor, which I didn't mind.
Something about having a fingers in your scalp, by.
make your mouth loose, because I'm telling you, I used to be there plotting here like, no, you got to let him go. He shouldn't be doing these things. Oh gosh, I feel like you need to talk to your mom about this. Like, trust me, I've counseled many a people. many, and I think it's because I've had to deal with so much trauma in my life that I understand certain things. Grief is difficult for me to navigate because of the fact that I don't know what to say. But
navigate for everybody, love.
Yeah, but beyond grief, when it comes to dealing with situations, I feel like I could be very objective, and I try to give the best advice, not being biased or anything, but trying to, just be like, at the end of the day, it's up to you. You are the only person that can navigate and fix this situation. However, this is how I feel about it. You don't have to take my advice, but just know that I hear you.
Yeah, and guys, let me tell you something. You love your friends. I believe your friends have your best interest at heart, but your friends aren't necessarily always the best place to go for advice.
No. Let me tell you, I was one of them people,
your
right?
Friends ain't always the best place to go for advice.
When it comes to me and friends and boyfriends, my first go-to was leave them. Just done them. Yeah, I was one of them people. I stopped. But because of experiencing situations myself. But yeah, I used to be done them.
Watch here. Please, girl, ladies, some are your friends out here, they mean well, but I got eye losing out on the good man them.
Oh, when I said done them, maybe... Anyway, let me not say that.
You don't say it. Let people know what's going on. What are we talking about?
I just used to be a done them advocate. Done
wow.
him. Where you going to just done him? Yeah, that's not the best.
That's how I wouldn't have. That's how I wouldn't have got the lives I got now by. Hey, big up the ladies from the 50s and the 60s who understood what was going on. Who understood the assignment. They understood the assignment, Jade.
I was about to say something, but
they understood the assignment.
That's what it is?
Yes, Jade. Literally, that's what it is, Jade. Because at the end of the day, there is a recognition that the decisions that you make don't only affect you, and you have to take into account other people. A lot of times when we start telling people to do these things, really and truly we're making very selfish choices. This is not in any way advocating for bad behavior in any part or whatever. But let me put it this way. I don't think it's fair for us to look back at that time and believe as though those women were either simply oppressed, simply stupid, simply ain't had no options, them kind of things. And when I hear people talk about that, others be like, it make me cringe, because like,
well,
maybe
it's true for some of them.
Jade, but
it wasn't true for everybody, but it was true for some people. Some people didn't have options. Some people had to stay because of that's the only.
But have you spoken to these people? Like, I just ask these questions.
I wasn't alive, right?
No, Jade, we talking about your grandmother as well.
Oh.
Yeah, like. But when you speak to these people, like, these are new conversations. These ain't conversations that start happening. Like, the girl group ain't just start. Like, a lot of the women them used to be either up in the ground, in the gang, in the game field, or home. So, like, the girl group thing ain't just start. Like, the gang in the patch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that there was like the chat group before the chat group.
Yeah, man.
So, like, these conversations would be hard, and like, I'd be like, look, I'm making these decisions for XYZ, and then not all the times they were very clear on what they were doing and why they were doing it, and it wasn't necessarily because I can't. You understand where I'm coming from? Like,
I think,
that's just the reality. Like,
yeah, no, I understand.
we can't continually paint the picture when we know what the reality is.
Yeah, but some people just needed to leave people, man. Some people were just
atrocious.
Some people need to be by themselves. Like, y'all need to not look no man, not look no woman. Don't have no dog, cat, no kind of animal. Just be by yourselves, because some of y'all are truly atrocious.
Hey, stepping back just because it triggered me.
What? Something. What triggered you today? Today's Thursday. Today's a trigger me there.
Yeah, but something you said triggered me there, and I think I just need to make a quick proclamation.
Go ahead, friend.
To the women in particular. The hair salon should be a safe space. Wherever I talk in the salon, left it in salon, man. Lord have mercy.
Where said the news? Be on you ready?
Why the news coming out of the hair salon and they would girl in here what we hear.
That's why I don't go hair salon.
Girl,
I don't do it. I lie. I don't go by the usual.
You know
Make
the-
up snacky one time.
You know the fellas sort of, yeah, girl, today I hear them talking anything more. Half the time what they're talking about in here ain't even true. All lacks the nuances that allows you that.
But that's where there used to be a safe space. When did it turn into this? You used to be able to go get a silk press, get some box braids, and chat story. And know that when you finish, you're leaving with a nice hairstyle. You're feeling lighter on your hat because you were able to express yourself. And know that whatever you said there, it's staying there. Yeah, you got to hang your head off the bed because everything tight. But don't study that just 2 to 3 days.
But the heart is lighter, Jade.
Your heart
the head might be tight.
The head might be
but
heavy.
But the heart is light.
Yes.
That's what it used to be.
And now y'all turning it into y'all carrying people news from in the hair salons. Shame.
Yeah. Yeah.
No decorum.
Hey, and by the way, also based on trigger, this might be a bit personal.
That's okay. We don't know y'all the time.
If y'all in here salon and my name come up, please stop calling it.
Wait, is a personal experience though?
Yes, Jade.
Oh, that's why you're on your hat.
Yes, Jade.
Then the salon's calling up and
I'm
coming back to you.
And I'm going to use this platform to put this out there. Jade, I'm not going to waste this platform. Okay? If y'all in the salon and my name come up, please, somebody go. Hey, you know, he had asked. You know, the fella y'all talking about, he asked that we not talk about him in here.
Wait, no, you say it's a safe space. No, you can't pick.
It's ain't a safe space for me because me in there.
Duh, that's why it's a safe space. You ain't supposed to be there. Azem, you was going good, you know. I don't know how you make this dark turn, you know. The salon is not for you to hear what they're talking about. It's for them to gossip and lie and rumor about you.
Oh.
So let them do that in peace.
Oh my gosh.
You're going to tell them don't do it because you ain't there. You ain't supposed to be there.
I home.
When I'm in the barber shop talking about woman them and lying.
But no, we don't do that. Jade, we talk about sports. Oh man, I see there now. You see there now? But that is what has happened. So big up girls like Witty who and then come back and report back to me.
You just said they're supposed to do that?
Yes, but they talk about me, Jade. I'm being selfish.
Oh my God.
I'm being selfish. But on more than one occasion, Jade, I'm home and of course I'm eating grapes reading my Bible.
As you do every day.
Yeah. And in between that, consuming the word of the Lord, I am perhaps meditating. I get disturbed by a phone call. Oh, you ain't tell me. Girl, what is that? I said, excuse me? Where you get that there from?
You just on the word there?
Where you get that there from? Well, me ain't calling a name, but I went down by... I said, no. Hey, that's another thing.
Don't come tell me nothing if you're calling a name.
Keep it to yourself.
Keep it to yourself.
Don't ask me no question. If you ain't willing to tell me where this coming from, then don't bring it. Don't bring if you ain't tell me where it coming from. See how simple that is?
Exactly. If you in your heart of hearts now you ain't ready, especially somebody like me, can make an ask. So don't come tell me nothing.
Me ain't answering either. Like I don't answer if you can't don't expect total honesty from me if you can't give me transparency.
You might as well just keep it to yourself.
Yeah, don't expect honesty from me if you can't bring transparency. It is as simple as that. Don't tell me why you're here. Tell me. Don't ask me no question out of the blue. Where that come from?
I think.
Who say what?
I
tell
know.
me no.
I know why people don't want to tell me because they know I'm the type of person to go ask them in front of the person. But like, so what is about such and such? You say I do such and such,
that's what needs to happen because things need to be addressed openly.
And one thing I'm afraid to do is address them. At all. Because
don't be afraid of body slam somebody
bite off somebody. Azem, I'm not a violent person.
Yesterday you told me you choose violence. Yesterday you told me.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
So some of them be and most time that has got yeah man.
What?
He said so some of them be and most time that got the most to say yeah man.
Yep.
And that's why we don't have them around. If you can't say it, keep it out the playground. If you're ready for this, keep it out the playground.
Yep.
Simple.
Yep.
Oh, you can say I said choose violent. I didn't mean physical. I did not mean physical as him.
Oh, so you would not like pull a Mike Tyson by
me on a man to get nobody.
Right.
People are so.
Ah.
Right now this is Sue season.
Alright.
And me on the money. So
Let's take a quick call, see what these people have to add to the conversation. Good morning, caller. You're live on LNT. What's up?
Greetings to you, Highnesses.
Greetings, morning.
Everyone had the tea already on Island
Yeah,
Tea.
man.
Yep.
Bright and early.
Where I hear sipping some tree of life.
Right.
You know, say the topic there with the health, wholesome health, very important, and we love it. Give thanks for raising it, you know. And you know, a full moon time, you know. And you know, when moon full, you know. Full moon dictates everything, you know. Full moon bring out everything in creation, including.
I was watching it last night for you.
Yeah. That's why you see some people who have deep mental problem in the moon full. Like last night, I watch, because me usually, me and the deal, and the rest of them, pin all of them, me pick up certain hours and give them cigarettes and make sure them got some night clothes and things like that, you know. And last night, me noticed watching different. Yeah. But it's a serious thing. Wholesome health is very important. Very, very important. And I want to tell you a personal story. We up in the mountain on the farm and we get wet.
Of course.
And all the WhatsApp phone them get mashed up. So quite a while now, me not have no WhatsApp phone. And you know, say, the space when me come off of them thing there with them farmer communication and them farmer, it's like it. And me do a lot of reading since me not have no WhatsApp. And it's like I needed that.
Right, the little break.
Yes. I needed that. Me whole health needed that.
A little detox.
Yeah. Definitely. So it's a lot of things we need to check on. So here you talk about sitting down in silence and meditate and all them things there. Hey, you see them thing there? Them thing there is so vital, I can't find words to describe how vital them thing there is.
Mm-hmm.
Human being. And lots of people go without those things, unfortunately. Them just go in other farms and not taking time out for them things, then is very important.
You keep using the battery and don't recharge it again, dead, yeah?
Oh my. And in the space of that, it's base stress.
Yep.
And as you just said a while ago, it's a serious thing, you know, stress more than killing, stress murder. Yeah, man. Give thanks for raising that. And raise it more often.
Appreciate you, E-Truth.
Thanks for the reason. Blessed love, see you in Highlands. Blessed love.
that's how we go, right?
I think that's Rock Nation.
No, Rock Nation is this. I'm doing this.
Oh.
Is that in a triangle? I messed up, man, on the live and tell me.
Yeah, big up E-Truth one time.
Yeah, man.
Hey, and E-Truth, I realize I haven't been getting the messages, you know. So I know what's going on.
The WhatsApp down, you know?
Yeah, no man, right now. Hey, and Jade, I'm not gonna lie. There's times when my phone may die, or you know, I might have phone trouble, and I have the same feeling. You know, it's like
Yeah, boy, nobody could
the
disturb
break,
me,
yeah, you get a
harass
break.
me, my phone. Listen, I don't even wait till I have phone troubles. You know this thing on my phone? It's called Do Not Disturb. Oh, I love that to my heart and soul. Every single day I hit that button. Every single day, Azem.
Mm-hmm.
Do not disturb.
Yeah, people. It is unnatural for people to have 24/7 access to you.
And that's why I was telling y'all yesterday.
It's unnatural.
About how some of these jobs feel like they own you. Not me, no? You gonna hear from me when I ready. When I hit that, when I undo that do not disturb, that's when I gonna hear from you. But I can't have people bothering me all day, every day. When do I have time to breathe and think and detox?
You know, that's something that I have not been able to do it maybe the last month or two.
You was busy working.
Right? But what I do is there's times when I'm going through the day and I feel like heavy. Like there's a lot going on and I don't want to people.
You know what I just do?
And I
just sleep.
Yeah, sometimes I sleep. And sometimes I need to go to a place where I feel what I need is some structure, or sometimes I need a solution. So I don't want to be distracted while I brainstorm and figure it out. So I'll let the people who I know need to be able to get me. Hey, I'm going MIA. I'm going MIA for like an hour or two. You know,
Oh,
you ain't gonna be able to reach me for the next hour. So like I walk into my process. Like, 'cause sometimes you're going through and like you get a call like that throw you off. The bank call you, tell you like, hey, you overdraft. I mean overdraft. I got overdraft. What do you mean
you're going
overdraft?
to wait till later to tell me this.
No
Like, first thing in the
overdraft, like,
morning,
no,
you come
because
give me
you're
this
saying,
bad
but wait,
news.
how overdraft? Like, I got supposed to get money on my account.
Oh, you thought?
You thought so?
You thought?
You thought so?
Then when you go on and you check and you see all of these deductions, you're like,
Oh, me, I forgot
forget.
about that. I forgot.
you
But
know who don't play with the deductions? Apple buy. Whether you're right or not, Apple taking out the money.
I don't know if Apple got.
Whether you
I
have
don't know
it
if
or not.
I don't know if Apple got somebody working in all the banks.
I don't
Because
know how that does get tried and
Your
true.
your account at negative 500. Apple
they're
money
taking
coming
out
off.
the
No?
money.
Apple money coming off. Though, I could tell you that.
Yes, you better believe. You saw the video. I saw it. I sent you the video of the people getting stung by the bees yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
That was the most unsettling thing that I've watched in a
Oh my
while.
gosh.
Azem.
Do you know what it was, Jade?
The screams?
The screams, but not only the screams, Jade. I could deal with the screams
Not
of
me.
people in pain, right? What it is, it's the helplessness. The feeling of helplessness
That's what you could do.
is like not only what can you do. A lot of time people have no idea. So one even is okay if you know what to do and you just ain't in a position to do it. That's rough. But to just have no idea what to do.
Let me tell you what Google said to do if you're getting attacked by a swarm of bees. Stay calm.
Yeah, you have to stay
Google
calm.
got to be out the mind.
No, but you kind of
The
have
how?
to. You
How,
kinda- yeah,
Azem?
what else you gonna do?
How do you stay
Because
calm?
because you're gonna just make it worse.
When you want me to, as if I'm literally being stung repeatedly by bees. How do I stay calm? Let me tell you, right? One time, we was on F Block, across Newtown. It was all of us, me and Dara, them, mad them and stuff. And we out in the yard, we chilling, we having a little, kickback. And out of the blue, one of us looked up, and the sky just started getting dark. Well, it was every man for themselves. Bees, as in. If you see the kind of scrabbling we put under there, right? Because the last thing anybody wants is that the queen, especially, still on them, It's a wrap. It is a wrap, as and apparently up in Barefoot have a lot of wasps and bees, so me ain't going up there. I have no reason to be up there. No, thank you. One bee sting me already. One single bee sting me already.
You know what the sad part about me and bees is?
Were you allergic?
No, every time I've gotten stung by a bee, it's pretty much been my fault.
Oh.
Meaning, like, there was a bee, like, stuck in the grass, I step on it. Boop. I put my hand on a bee, I put my hand on it, boop, I get stung. Like, it's always me. Like, the bee ain't actively coming at me and sting me. It's
yeah,
me
I don't think that is actively... Well, I don't know what happened yesterday because that looked like...
No, they disturbed the nest. They disturbed the nest. Probably they hit a tree and whatever. But
I hope they're okay, because them kind of things just kill people, eh?
no, seriously. I don't know if you've ever seen somebody who's allergic to bees. Gone into anaphylactic shock.
That's
but
something
I have seen that, Jade, and it is scary. People die.
Yeah, one bee could kill you. Imagine being stung by plenty bees. Not me.
I've seen somebody just totally swell up, turn blue, their throat, close up, they can't breathe. I like, what is this? One bee sting by, yeah.
And imagine being stung by a swarm. Boy, that was a...
Somebody had, the thing was, say that person was in a park and somebody else in the park had an EpiPen. And they came and used the EpiPen on the person and saved their life. But it was like, what is happening here? What happened?
Well, I hope yesterday they were able... well, I don't know if the video was from yesterday, but I hope whatever that video was from...
I hope the guys are okay, man.
Yeah, I hope they were able to get the help that they needed to get. I know this is going to be one painful experience, but I hope they're okay at the end of the day, physically at least, because I know mentally them and bees going to have a big beef for the rest of their life. But I just hope you're okay. So I an announcement that I have to make.
Mm-hmm.
There's somebody missing currently.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, never good news. So it says help bring Davancy O'Connor home. She was last seen on the 9th of August 2022 in Connery, wearing a white long sleeve top and a black short pants. Also goes by Mama. She is 28. She has brown eyes, black hair. She is 5'4", very slim built. And for any information that can help us find her, please contact her family 760-4600 or your nearest police station.
Every time we have these situations, we we plead with you guys to not take anything for granted. You never know what information you have that may lead to, this young lady being found. Hopefully, of course, safe and sound. You saw her, saw somebody who usually with her, whatever it is.
Anything you might feel like it's minuscule, just still,
not important. Just
still say it. You don't know what could be important and what can't. So just say it.
Just say it, and hopefully, hoping that this young lady is found,
well,
alive and well.
Yes,
alive and well. That is the hope. Bear in mind, for those of you wondering, the 9th would have been what, Tuesday? Tuesday was the 9th, yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, so she was last seen on Tuesday, guys. So if you're in the area, there's everywhere on social media her picture is out. Take a look. Who knows?
You might know. You might like, oh man, I remember seeing her. You know.
Somebody look like her.
Yeah,
if you ain't
even
sure,
if
it don't
just
matter. If you ain't sure,
say it still. So let's move on to politics. Good old politics. If my phone will just let me back in.
But we don't. Our Melodian is asking if the soldiers who had the altercation with the bees, if they're doing okay. We don't know. Hopefully before the end of the show, somebody could give us an update. If you have any information on just out of concern, guys, we'd love to know that they're doing okay. So let us know. Oh, guys, it's tea.
Let me run graphics. Okay. We're still there. Okay, so let's see. Let's start with something coming out of our new Prime Minister's office.
Yeah, big up Joe one time.
Yeah, we need to get him back on the show, but he's a busy man right now. Lord.
He can never be too busy for the sippers, Jade.
I think so too.
We are the citizens of this. I am a constituent, Jade.
You should be of utter importance.
He's my constituency representative. So yes.
So reach out to him and tell him we want to have a little chat.
Okay, yeah, hit him up.
Yeah.
So let's send me to his secretary now. As he should.
So you know.
When I went in the office, I couldn't message you. Now you're telling me go talk to this person, talk to that person.
You're not going to start that.
That's what they're going to say.
The man busy.
That's what they're going to say now. They're going to say, all the time, you know my number. Since you come Prime Minister, you know my number more.
What? The man busy. The man got country to.
Oh, people. Anyway, let's go. What's happening with the new Prime Minister?
So, Prime Minister Honorable Dr. Terence Drew engages Premier of Nevis and NRP leader. As he should.
Yes.
As he should. Because I know a lot of... One thing I've been hearing as a fear from the Visions is that they have a fear that... Remember back then, they used to say that the Labour Party never used to study them and, they felt like they was out in the wilderness and all of these things. So
I got a question for Matt. Yeah,
we can ask him tomorrow. Yeah. He actually, Matt Bradley will be on the show tomorrow.
I want to ask him, hey, bye. So the status of the facial thing though.
Well, we can ask him tomorrow.
Yeah, but the conversations are already going on. I don't believe that he's dropped that.
Of course not.
Fighting for the people of Nevis.
No. So, Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, the Honourable Dr. Terence Drew, has engaged Premier of Nevis, Honourable Mark Brantley, on the matter of an equitable share of federal resources between both islands.
There you go.
Dr. Drew made the revelation on Wednesday, August 10th, 2022, in an interview with Andrew Huey of SK Newsline. I have communicated with the Premier of Nevis and the leader of the NRP. I have said to the Premier that the issue with Nevis needs to be resolved, and I am taking that very seriously. I I will sit with the Premier of Nevis and we have to find a way to hammer out the tough issues of CBI revenue, aspects of the Constitution that really need to be dealt with so we can have a better relationship so that these matters don't raise their heads again. The previous Team Unity administration came into office, yeah, we know. And he said, I know they had the Charleston Accord, but we see people who weren't respecting it, saying it's not worth anything. So anything we do has to be done in a legislative framework that will have the strength to survive, and that is how I think we have to move. But I am committed to resolving these issues, and where there are inequities or sense of mistreatment or not be given a fair share, we have to deal with those issues so that St. Kitts feels satisfied and Nevis feels satisfied. Prime Minister Drew said. Prime Minister Drew further disclosed that discussions will be had on the matter of budgetary support to the Nevis Island administration to ensure the allocations are equitable. Prime Minister Drew, who was sworn in on Saturday, August 6th, also engaged with the leader of the Nevis Reformation Party, Dr. Janice Daniel Hodge.
My other question, Nevis will send money to St. Kitts?
We can ask Mac tomorrow. I feel like he's a better person to answer that because I don't know.
Next thing is ever asked Nevis, but what about the money where you're learning from such and such and such?
No. That's not my ministry, but it is Max, so we can ask him tomorrow.
He's a minister of finance in the Nevis Island administration.
I assume so.
Interesting.
So he would know about the finances better than anybody.
Looking forward to it.
Yes. So yes, guys, don't miss that one. Tomorrow we'll be on with Premier Matt Brantley.
Big Drip.
Big Drip himself will be joining us for Cross Caribbean. I know Darren will be very excited. Okay, so like this is this has been hot on the airwaves, as people have been wondering like what's happening with this. And so I have some information for you guys.
You mean the new song from Baby Sham and Bounty Killer?
No, not that one, which I heard you play yesterday, which was made me, the inner good man in me come out. Yeah. Job well done. But no, not that one. So it says Governor General pardons 3. Bertil Fox, Kemba Swanston, and Patrice Matthew. This is lengthy, so bear with me. The day before the general elections in St. Kitts and Nevis, Governor General Sir Samuel Weymouth Tapley Seaton pardoned 3 inmates of Her Majesty's prison who were all convicted of murder. The 3 men were Kemba Swanston, Bertil Fox, and Patrice Matthew. Wynn understands through discussion with the Office of the Governor General that the process has been in the works for some time and was determined by the constitutional mandate of the Prerogative of Mercy Committee, which is a body that decides on pardons. What is the Prerogative Mercy? In Chapter 5 of the Constitution, the Executive Section 66, Prerogative of Mercy, the Governor General may grant a person either free or subject to lawful conditions to any person convicted of any criminal offense under the law. The powers of the Governor General under Section 66, subsection 2 are exercised by him or her under the advice of the appointed minister designated by the Governor General, acting under the guidance of the Prime Minister. Before the change in government, the minister was the former Deputy Prime Minister, the Honorable Eugene Hamilton. Under Section 67, it outlines that there shall be a committee on prerogative of mercy, and it shall consist of A, the minister for the time being designated under Section 66(2), who shall be chairperson, B, the Attorney General, and C, not less than 3 nor more than 4 other members appointed by the Governor General. The committee also regulates its procedures. Okay, I hope you all understand that. Who are the inmates that have been pardoned? On October 10th, 2006, Kemba Swanston was convicted for the murder of Dennis Trotman and the attempted murder of Davin Henry during an incident which occurred in Keys Village, St. Kitts on June 2nd, 2003. The incident involved 5 young men who hijacked a passenger bus, killed one of the passengers, and seriously wounded another passenger. According to the reports, the men were allegedly armed with cutlasses, broken bottles, and stones. 4 of the men, Kurt Mills, Leon Norford, Antoine Thompson, and Kenneth Mills, pled guilty to murder and attempted murder. Swanston said he was not guilty of the crimes. According to court documents, the prosecution's case is that Swanston and the other 4 co-defendants attacked the deceased, Dennis Trotman, and his brother Devin Henry while they were trapped inside a bus that stopped momentarily in Keys Village. I vaguely remember this, by the way.
I remember it very well.
Okay.
I remember it very well.
The driver and the passengers on the bus, apart from the deceased and his brothers, came out of the bus. Swanston and the 4 co-defendants attacked the 2 trapped in the bus with stones, knives, machetes, and other weapons, fatally wounding Dennis and seriously wounding Davin. On December 5, 2006, Swanston was sentenced to life imprisonment for the murder and 10 years imprisonment for the attempted murder. He appealed that the judge gave erroneous directions on the issues of joint enterprise and that he was prejudiced due to the conviction. The appeal was dismissed and the original conviction for murder and the sentencing was held. Everton Blee Mitchum, Vincent Fahey, and Patrice Matthew were convicted for the murder of Vernal Nisbet.
Fine.
No.
Vincent Foy. They pronounce it as Foy.
Oh, I said Fahey, no? Oh. Vincent Foy and Patrice Matthew were convicted for the murder of Vernal Nisbet on 10th June 2002. The murder occurred on February 3rd, 2001, and the 3 men were sentenced 2 weeks later. On February 3rd, 2001, at approximately 12:30 a.m., Vernal Nisbet was shot after assisting Arlene Fleming, who was approached by 3 men at a barbecue stand off the intersection of Westbourne Gut and Keon Street. Mitchum was armed with a gun and fired the shot that ended Nisbet's life. According to reports, Matthews was the individual who provided the firearm. Mitchum was sentenced to death as prescribed by law and appealed, while Foy and Matthew were sentenced to life imprisonment. At the time of the incident, Matthew was a member of the Coast Guard. Wynn understands that Vincent Foy had already been pardoned and now Patrice Matthews joins him as a free man. Bertel Fox was the 3rd man pardoned by the Governor General the day before the general elections. Fox was a golden era bodybuilder who competed through the 60s until the late 1990s and on the Olympia stage before he was convicted of murder on May 22, 1998, after serving 25 years in prison. On September 30th, 1997, 20-year-old LaKoya Brown and her mother, 36-year-old Violet Brown, were fatally shot with a gun owned by Bertel Fox, who was 46 at the time. Fox was at the crime scene when the shootings occurred and was arrested and charged with the murders. The first of Fox's trials ended in a hung jury, split 5-4 for acquittal. Fox was retried, convicted, and sentenced to death. British human rights lawyers appealed, and Fox's death sentence was ruled unconstitutional and resentenced to life in prison. According to international reports, Bertel Fox's son, Sean Fox, revealed via Facebook on August 8 that his father had been released from prison and was back in the United Kingdom. That was fast. Not gonna lie. So we also heard from the family who was affected by this murder. Rodney Brown, the brother of LaKoya Brown and son of Violet Brown, wrote an emotional Facebook post entitled "The Pain We Saw" and shared that he was not quite sure of the mix of emotions. "I felt when I read the pardon, insult, disrespect, disregard, disbelief were there for sure. Rage was bubbling, but I was able to put a lid on numbness, pat, weigh on the pot, process, determine, and move on. The reasons for the pardons would remain unknown until there is a replacement for the chair of the Committee on Prerogative of Mercy from the new administration." Boy, that's a rough one. That is a rough one, especially for the families.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's difficult. It's obviously and for me, the reason why I'm so quiet is because I have no frame of reference for this type of thing. Like I try to be as empathetic as possible, and I'm trying to put myself in the position of persons who are most affected by this decision, and I am drawing a blank because I know there is no way I could even begin to process.
Imagine how they must. And the thing for me, right? I think what hurts most. Well, let me. I can't say. I know. I think, but I could speculate that one of the things that would hurt most is how they found out. Imagine you just going about your day, and you just get a WhatsApp broadcast screenshot of a file that states that somebody who murdered your family members have been just pardoned. Like, how do you even feel or deal with that, knowing that this is how you found out? You thinking this person justice has been served. Remember, we're supposed to believe in the courts, and the courts is the end all be all when it comes to these things. So you thinking, okay, justice has been served. This person that murdered your family members has now been sentenced. You're trying to move on and deal with it as best as possible, and the next thing you know, pardon.
Big
old pardon.
You spoke specifically about a response, and I read some of the response. I don't think I read all
from
Rodney Brown, who was one of the victims.
Yeah, I read that and I was like, oh, listen, I saw people speaking out who I don't even see.
Yeah, so I'll speak to I think it's I have no idea how to process this, because the truth for me is that whether or not I agree with the decision of the committee, we here now, right? So what do we do moving forward? And what's the hope? I think the only thing you can hope is that these men recognize the extreme gift that they have been granted, and they don't waste it. Hope, and all I can do is really hope that these people's lives know, because they would never fully. There's no way to repay what they would have. There's no way to repay. So it's not about making amends and training, but you have been given a gift. I don't even believe your life belongs to you anymore. It should be in full service of society in some way. Like that's the only thing I can hope.
And you see what happened? He was freed and he went straight to England.
Jade, come on. Come on, Jade.
I want to know how quick. So okay.
Come on, Jade. Come on, Jade. Like you stick around here?
I have some questions. I don't know if you could answer. But if you were given up, how do you get a passport and able to get to England this fast?
Perhaps he has a British citizen.
Huh. So this passport ain't expiring? This long-standing passport ever?
If I'm a Kititian and outside and I don't have a passport, I could come home. This is home. Like I'm a citizen.
Also, if you don't have a passport,
I'm a citizen.
If you're a citizen, you could just leave. Okay, I got you.
Perhaps he got a passport. Remember, 48 hours you get a passport.
That's true as well. Because I said that was fast, boy.
No, who knows? I don't know.
That's why I said I don't know if you can answer me. But we see you guys calling. Feel free to call back. We'll be taking calls. Well, you can take calls now, I guess.
Yeah. Let's take a call about this before I make the announcement. Yes, sure. Good morning. Good morning, caller. You're live in LNT. What's up?
Greetings, forward being to United States. Friends, I see you stumbling forward, but that's right going on. Was want to say everything night, you know.
I'm telling you.
What thing? Yeah. I feel, Rita Marley she tell me a story that she experienced on the continent. When she was so clean. But when she decided to leave Jamaica and go on the continent, I give her my blessing, it was a good move. We connect to the Orthodox Church, because I'm a baptized member of the Orthodox Church. She is, it's like Bob. And that's our connection. So she's call me by me church name. We had a good relationship while I was in Jamaica. I used to supply her with she good cushion pen. She specialized in sick now and again. And she tell me she meet some people upon the continent who them soap them lip. Them stop talk. Them get food by straws and by different ways how them can make in the food in the goodies. They just stop that. Everyone know what they're supposed to do. Because talking is not everything, My concern still, as one of the family of the deceased person said, in times it will be revealed why that decision was made. But my concern is when these things here happen, is there not a communicative vibration with everyone involved, including the families who are no more?
Well, clearly not, because I know some of the family personally and they didn't know.
It was not, you said?
Yeah, she's agreeing with you, about the lack of communication.
So, wow. Still. The system is a fraud. Still. Well, just like you, Prince, the words now come again. Blessed love.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And I think the question that I have seen continually asked is why some seeking to understand what considerations would have been given to bring about this decision, this outcome. And so yes, I think the hope is that there can be some light shed on that. Even if it is not deemed enough. Yeah, I think people just wanna understand understand the process and then understand the considerations that would have been taken that would lead to this decision. Good morning, caller. You're live on LNT. What's up?
Good morning, LNT. Just having my lemongrass thing.
Good time, 9:10. Nice.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy it and how we all. Yeah, this is a sad situation. I don't know who made the kind of organization. Yeah? Organization never should have happened. You hear?
Yeah.
Because when you say that, those was two brutal murders. Huh? The one with the morning, that was in a shockwave to think that we're living down West Bongot at the time. Right? And it was so sad to hear this thing. And you ain't shoot the daughter, shoot the mother too. That was just so crazy. Could I even shoot the daughter and if you understand a warning, whatever you vex with? You believe a big and it's stomach broad, So that's why that should have never happened. You may ask for whether they call it when you want to come out. I forget the name. Give him none. And the one again with the bus, our brutal again. Huh? You wait for them passenger, but up to now them people like horrified about that deal. Trimmer. I wonder who make them think that to happen. But we're going out to fully do that, And just left it in order to do. The outgoing government who organize that. That should never happen. The most brutal murder. They should have been staying behind bars till they die. Right? You do the crime, you stand the time. Okay, that is not nice at all hearing a government just take up office and deliver them. That just so disgusting. They want to make the country look bad. Because look, it's questionable now. The lady what they're selling, right? And you just to people come and attack them. And because the guy, I know him good, he always say a good hello to me, trying to say leave the lady alone. Them should not have come out. Too much brutal murder, man. Another one there again, straight them no me, I'm sorry, I said to straight them now. That's craziness. Jay, you all have a good day. Yeah, that is not right at all.
Thank you.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jade. Yeah, I think this is something that I think we have. I hope we have not heard the last of, because we don't want to be in a situation where we move forward and have similar experiences, and people are still don't understand some of the things that are taken into consideration, how the committee works, etc., etc., etc. I believe that there are situations where pardons are widely accepted.
Yeah.
Right? Especially in the case of non-violent crimes, people who may have been sentenced and it was obvious that they were there to be made an example of and such and such and such.
Those ones I could completely understand, but
the brutal and heinous nature of the crime, I think, really puts people in a place where they have to question the decision of the committee.
And even last night I was thinking about it because I was reading something in that pertains to this case, and I was like, there's so many people that I'm pretty sure that are in jail that would deserve a pardon. Why you pick these people? How did you come to the decision of picking these people? That's what I feel like a lot of us need to know. From the family to the people on the outside, how is it that these are the people you decided to pardon?
So I just made a statement, Jade.
Mm-hmm.
I just made a statement that my hope would be that the persons who would have benefited from this decision would then understand the gift that they were given and go above and beyond to ensure that they could positively contribute to society. Only to be sent a message just now.
Dear. I know that's where this is going on.
Only to be sent a message just now, and of course I can't confirm, but the word on the street is that one of the said persons, I won't call the name because it hasn't been released by the police as yet, but one of the persons who was pardoned and released from prison for murder last week was arrested last night for assault with a firearm.
Interesting.
Only. Hey, wait, well, Lord could read him in by. Lord could just bust in the door right now. Vincent Christopher. Lord.
You got to be joking, man. You have to be lying.
No, man, it got to be somebody just send one at them, man. It can't be, and that's why I didn't even call the name of the person and thing, because we'll have to wait for some confirmation.
Send it to me, please, so I could send it to the news team so they can try and get some confirmation, because I don't want to believe Azem.
I feel to even answer the call now because somebody say I was there
on the 11th day of August. You come telling me this nonsense.
Oh boy. But yeah, Jade. Oh, just an update, guys. For
somebody said donkey of the day. Bye.
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 The century maybe. But yeah. So somebody messaged me to give me an update. This would be one of the co-workers of the soldiers. So yes, the soldiers are doing well. However, after the incident, they would have been taken to the JNF hospital, treated for up to 5 hours, is what I'm hearing. By the way, the incident happened on Friday.
Oh.
Right? But it seems as though guess what?
Yeah.
The soldiers were deemed to be in such good shape after 5-hour treatment the day before, after being stung and attacked by a swarm of bees. To go straight back out to work.
They
Straight
would
back
have give me a 2 weeks. I'm sorry. I'd have been traumatized from the bees. They'd have got to give me a 2 weeks.
Ah.
Yeah, they'd have got
So
to.
apparently what happened was they were asked to take back up duty. And
Who gonna ask me to take back up in it?
no, but it seemed as though there was some pushback, some obvious pushback. I think
Oh, you got to be
I think
mad in this country, you know.
I think as well from some of the other soldiers who was like, nah.
Oh, you got to be mad.
Nah, that ain't happening.
Oh, they have to be mad, Azem. You go watch. Who
Your company time.
Another company time.
Your company time, what should be telling me? Because I guess thing by bees that mean you must come report for duty? Eh? You 5-hour treatment? Eh? You get sting up on bees on the job in the defense force truck. I want to tell me you out now and you ain't coming back and work. But just go patrol, see?
Oh, you're sick, you know. Oh, so sick in this country. Mega lie. Somehow you need to go. Somehow you need to be in the psych ward. I talked about the managers yesterday and people in charge, you know. I talked about them yesterday as in how terrible they be. You walk up and tell me you watch 2 people.
It was three. I think he was 3 of them myself.
Of you? Well, only 2. I could make out in the video. You watch 2 to 3 people get swarmed and attacked by bees. Could have possibly died. Spent 5 hours in JNF. 3 probably was waiting. But it's not nonetheless. You see them spend 5 hours in JNF and the first thing comes to your mind is, well, they will come back on duty tomorrow. They're good. They survive.
Yeah,
I want to sleep, boy.
back up your duties. Actually, Jade, this is soldiers. You think you can tell them,
Bye.
just because a bullet just hit me in my bulletproof vest, I must take a day off. You better go back on the field.
No problem. I'd just go, doctor, that give me a month.
But the bright side of this seems as though that some of the soldiers seem to have, you know,
should have never reached to that.
say like, hey, nah, that.
Why would you even watch somebody and feel like it is okay to tell them to come back to work the next day after watching, knowing?
Jade, you took an oath. It's duty. You're duty bound. You're duty bound.
Now, why would I dig up my cops and tell me go work?
You're duty bound, Jade.
I'd pop me up and tell me get something.
Jade, that is why we are not soldiers. Big up the soldiers.
Because not me, no?
Yeah, big up the soldiers, man. Yeah. Big them up. Yeah. Well, Jade, it seems as though we have another call on the line. Good morning, caller. You're live on LNT. What's up? That's not one. Feel free to call back. Sorry to keep you waiting. But, yeah. Only in St. Christopher, boy. Only in St. Christopher.
Oh, yeah. Boy, we're going out to there, boy. The news that you just give me, then don't give me no more news. You've hit your news quota for the day, Azem, because every time you tell me something, I get vexed. Don't tell me nothing else for the mornings. I tell you. You first come telling me that is alleged that one of the people that I just pardoned freshly, you know, done committing crimes.
Fresh pardon.
Then you gonna come tell me the people who get sting up yesterday not to go back to work.
So the man gun link still around?
You think he gonna do it because he was in jail now?
You know what I mean? On the piece.
He ain't on the piece.
He was on the piece.
He missed it.
That, you see? That's the problem right there.
Let the piece be what it was intended to be. Sorry. My bad. I don't.
Guys, I know you see me here sitting next to this young lady. I have no idea who she is.
That was my bad.
I've never seen her in my life.
Yikes.
Oh boy. But yeah, Jade, some of these things that really make you stop and wonder. Yeah. This really make you stop and wonder. As a matter of fact, on that note, Jade, we need to take a break.
Yeah, man, because I can't do this.
I feel breakish.
Oh my God.
Think I need a reset. Think I need a detox. I need to metabolize the things that we've just spoken about. Oh my gosh, guys, we're gonna take a short break. I'll be right back with more Island Tea right here on WINNMedia SKN. Stick and stay, guys.
Maybe it's the way the brilliant gold liquid reflects our sunshine, or how the bright blue of its label mirrors the clear Caribbean skies overhead. Maybe it's the fresh, crisp taste of this beastly cold beer on a scorching hot day. Maybe it's even the way it brings us all together. But one thing is for sure, Carib is very much a part of who we are wherever we're from in the Caribbean. Carib, it's the way we play. Drink responsibly.
It's that time of the year again. The time when Horsewood Furniture and Appliances gives away millions in cash back for free groceries with every FlexPlay purchase. Never-ending cash back for the past 25 years. SL Horsewood and Company Limited. Horsewood Furniture and Appliances Showroom. Ashley Furniture Home Store in collaboration with ValueMart IGA has given customers millions of dollars in cash back for free groceries with every higher purchase in their never-ending cash back. Yes, the Horsewood's Cashback Free Groceries annual program and promotion is the biggest and longest running of its kind in the Federation. Come today and get cashback coupons for absolutely free groceries in the never-ending cashback promotion. Yes, happening now. Get cashback coupons for absolutely free groceries with every higher purchase. The never-ending cashback is back at Horsewood Furniture and Appliances and Ashley Home Store, where you get cashback coupons for free groceries with every FlexPay purchase. Never-ending savings, never-ending discounts, never-ending quality and service. It's the never-ending cashback. Don't miss it. Terms and conditions apply.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Island Tea, right here on WINNMedia SKN. It is Thursday, August 11th.
Just like that, the week done by.
Just like that, the week done, and just like that, we here one day, and where are we? And is this a real place?
No, I don't figure out. So, like, whoever does be writing the stories for St. Kitts, that does be overdoing it.
Bye.
I mean, a couple of countries you could set off, but St. Kitts does be by. Every day I wake up, I don't know where I'm going to get.
MSI, media here still? Talking of writing stories.
Me, no.
I still need them to do the two things. One, you started talking about writing stories, and two, I saw one of our loyal Anguillian listeners, well, he Kitishan, but the Anguillian, he's, listening, and I was like, wait there, where somebody write the story about the revolution yet? We need that movie, you know. Like, we need that movie. Let me talk. When
You need to make a phone call.
I might need to talk to Drip because MSI was over there. Somebody need to write this story for that, and let's get that movie going. It need to probably be. I was having this discussion last night with the band, but I was like,
Hey, you're in a band now, me, huh?
yeah.
That's another thing you just do. By the way, for people who did not know, because I don't know what rock you're sleeping under, Azem is a part of Bacchanalist. So when I see them big artists on the stage and I look in the back, I see them sexy people going on bad in the back, it's Azem them. I have to let them know, just in case they forget.
Appreciate that. But yeah, everybody was talking and I was saying, this would got to be like, this thing would have so much chapters that it would probably have to be like the Marvel universes. Like they just have this like this.
Or if it is, turn it into a Netflix series, they have to be a movie.
Yeah, it gotta be like a Netflix series, like 2 or 3 seasons. You can't kill it. Oh, sorry. But yeah, I would really love to see I'd really love to see the that particular story. That one, the Buckley's Riot. I think that's a story that needs to be told in a way that really highlights the importance of that whole incident in terms of the trajectory of not only St. Kitts but the entire Caribbean. I think that had ripple effects across the Caribbean. Yeah, those two for sure. We could start with those two.
I think that's a good little solid list, yeah.
We need to get and of course even the time of MSI Media, I would love to believe that it would be written and directed by someone local. I think we need to we need to start writing our own stories.
Yeah, because when I ain't gonna start to cast no Americans and tell us they're from Nevis. Like, remember the Laundromat movie? I still annoyed with that, you know?
Idris Elba as Michael Powell. Oh boy, gotta love it. But yeah, this like especially the sacrifice. Of course. Why by time with the volume? No, it's low.
I understand.
No, it's low.
But somebody just tell me that the volume low better. But me understand why, because
on
our end it's up.
Yeah. But yeah, Jade, I think I think that of course people want to. The other story that I always found interesting is the story behind Bloody River down at Stormfort. Yeah, well, I think it should be alright. Alright, so yeah, I think we want to see some of these. Okay, somebody saying it's good now. Thanks. Okay. Great. Sorry, but yeah, I want to see some of these stories really come to life in a way that competes with any story from anywhere around the world. We take so much time. Oh, I see what going on. See? Is he gone again? There's the cable. Yep, there we go. There we go. Technician Jade is on the job. Hey, working Jade.
Is it fixed, guys?
Yeah. Well, for now. But yeah, I think we take so much time consuming other media that it becomes difficult. Let's see what this caller has to say. Good morning, caller. You're live on Island TV. Talk to us. Let's see what this caller has to say. Good morning, caller. You're live on Island TV. What's up? Think somebody trolling us?
No.
Yeah, we understand the volume is low.
Somebody saying I got static.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be because it's short in the cable.
Sorry. Sorry about that.
All right. While Jade fixes the.
I hope he fixes because I don't know what to do. I don't. Hello. Okay.
No, it's the cable, Jade. Good morning, caller. You're live on LNT. What's up?
Yes, good morning. That's me again. The Bloody River story, right? The Indians, them, and the British, them used to have it out. And he had a time that the British, them, set up now for the Indians, them. Because, you know, Indians is who was first here. Yeah. And this lady named Barbie, you know, she was the Indian. But she fall in love with the headman for the British. And they planned for them. She told them what they was going to attack them. So they planned for them and planned for the Indians. Yeah, and so they had it. 3 days blood run down with Bloody River. Yeah, she laid out the secrets of Jade. Sometimes we women need to keep our emotion. She laid out, you know. Because the Indians beat them badly. So what I do now, they stand for more men out of England. And then this is what happened. But that was something. It's the own Indian man, you know, betrayed the people.
Yeah, man. I think that would make a great story, right, Jade? I think like if Disney could make all the millions off of Pocahontas, we could make something off of Barbie.
So what the line on Barbie by?
It don't matter the story there. Then the Barbie granddaughter gonna come back and say, "Make my mother tell me now, you know." And so he went. Speaking of which, like anybody could trace their heritage back to Barbie?
That's a good question.
At one point, I was told that I was supposed to be related to that whole thing, but I don't know. Sometimes I feel like, coming through the generations, you got people who always like want to find family.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, this was
I
this.
never was like that.
Yeah, never. There's people like, oh yeah, but he's kind of my cousin, you know.
No.
Excuse me.
Sorry, that's how it works.
Excuse me. But Jade, yes, let's continue down the
rabbit hole of nonsense.
Right, let's see what's going on. Let's move out to sing it now, because
Yeah.
we have to convince people that we are not the only ones
doing nonsense.
Yes.
That's easy.
Okay.
That is easy, friend. So, the World Health Organization is urging people not to attack monkeys due to monkeypox outbreak.
What?
They hear about the monkey task force, you know?
What?
They hear about the monkey task force, man. Listen. As the current monkeypox outbreak continues to spread throughout the globe, the World Health Organization has additional concerns regarding the treatment of the monkeys during the health. What happened? Everybody related? Not me, no? What are we watching? What are you trying me? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's whatever going on down there.
Yeah.
I don't even know where you're touching. Just touch it again.
No, me, I want to touch it.
Lord, we gotta touch it. Got people listening. Touch it, why don't? Yeah, there you go. Touch it, why? Yeah, good.
Okay.
That's one of my favorite interludes. It's what her name is, Angie Stone.
Oh, such a brilliant artist. But yes, as the current monkeypox outbreak continues to spread throughout the globe, the World Health Organization had additional concerns regarding the treatment of monkeys during the health crisis. The World Health Organization is now urging people not to attack monkeys due to their fear of contracting monkeypox virus following reports that monkeys are being killed. Love it. NBC News reports following multiple alarming incidents in Brazil where monkeys have been poisoned and killed. I tell you, if they hear about us, it's problems. Because we got a monkey task force.
Yeah, but they don't mind that. You just don't do it because of monkeypox.
Oh. I got you. Well, they are desperately... I hear no feedback.
What's this?
Oh. They are desperately warning people not to take out their fear of possibly contracted monkeypox onto actual monkeys. Currently, at least 10 monkeys in Brazil have had to be rescued after showing signs of intentional harm and intoxication. What?
They're drunk enough the monkeys.
Sorry. So for this is saying his monkeys don't get drinking beers. I'm telling you everything in this story of the seed happening is saying it's something wrong with us, you know? The World Health Organization is saying stop getting the monkeys drunk. Stop trying to kill them just because. Saying it as a whole monkey task force and the monkeys them just be important to drinking beer.
On the beach though.
On the beach, yeah. Wow. Gary really says something wrong with humans like he ain't saying it? No bad.
No, but you know what's interesting to me about this? I mean, I understand the World Health Organization, you know, they're the ones who telling us about the monkeypox and all of that and such and such and such. But at the same time, I don't see a lot of the same kind of energy when we're talking about humans here.
I know.
When we're talking about humans, I don't see a lot of the same energy.
Mm-hmm.
That's the interesting thing for me about this. But hey, guys, we can't blame the monkeys for the monkeypox.
No.
You know, I'm going to make a suggestion, Jade.
Oh.
I'm going to make a suggestion here, Jade. And of course, I'm not a health official. I am not.
You're not?
You know, I'm not a health official. I don't sit on any of these boards. I haven't studied medicine. But perhaps the problem here stems from the fact that you name the diseases after animals. If people was running around and calling this thing John's disease, people might have...
They'd clean up the John, them, man.
People may have had an issue with the Johns.
Yeah, they'd clean up the John. Remember when they were saying... No, it's not related to St. Kitts. But if you think about the things in the article, it can relate to St. Kitts very easily. Very, very easily. But yeah, that's like when they were saying that corona was a Chinese disease and people was out here attacking Chinese people. Yeah.
Yeah, because people are going to find some way to direct their frustration to it.
They're mongering.
And people just want an outlet. That's what it is. People want an outlet for their frustrations. And so you call it thing monkeypox. So people gonna attack the monkeys.
Yep. Unfortunately.
You could just call it big boil syndrome, yeah.
Then people that attack people with big boils.
Nah, Jay, the belief is that they would have been seen as the victims, and so people would have been sympathetic and empathetic towards their cause.
But I'll let you know, every time we talk about monkeypox, I'm going to reaffirm me fear. Every time I see a video of anybody with monkeypox, right? My anxiety levels are rising as in...
Yeah, the circles.
Boy, the circles, the big gashes, I can't. I don't let that happen here, please. Lord Jesus, we can't take no more. We can't take no more. Don't let no monkeypox into the country. We ain't ready for that, or we don't need it. You realize that there's not enough doses of monkeypox, so they're rationing them. Like, you know how when we get an injection, we're supposed to get the full dose? Are we supposed to? No, That they're watered down to about five people per dose. Because we just don't have enough. Anyway.
You think Labour
monkeypox pen?
No.
Oh, can I just say the better?
No. Wow. Answer for the monkey situation?
The monkey task force. Why people keep ignoring the monkey task force?
Because the monkey task force is a waste of time, Jade.
Well, you think so?
I mean, what we think
I don't think so.
I don't think so, Jade. I just see the monkey, the farmers, them step all in.
Huh. Well.
I don't. Maybe we need to get somebody from the monkey task force in here.
Yeah.
Who on
the monkey task force? That's the first step.
Who's the lead of the monkey task force? Who's the lead monkey hunter? I'm not even joking. I'm serious.
I know you're not joking. Who is the lead monkey hunter in Zingits? That's a good question.
Bye.
Me no.
The monkeys really is an issue. And I keep, that's one of the things that I always wonder about when we keep talking about the need for food security and agriculture and things.
We can't secure the food if we ain't going to them.
It's hard to have a conversation about food security without first figuring out how to secure the food that we already have.
First step right there. Secure the food that we already have.
Yeah.
Get rid of all these. Listen, Linda. Remember that video? Yeah. But yeah, we need to figure out how to get rid of these monkeys, man. It's ridiculous.
I don't know if it's to get rid of them, Jade. I think we have to control the population. Yeah. That's the first thing. I didn't mean
altogether,
Okay.
I just mean the ones that are clear nuisances.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you could identify the bad ones. Like how you say, the few bad apples. No, I think it's just a monkey thing. I think part of it is that we are, the truth is, I think part of it, I think we're going about this wrong, I think instead of us trying to figure out how to just stop the monkeys from coming and eating our food, I think we just need to give the monkeys food, Like I think we need to give the monkeys food.
Plant some.
We need to plant like a barrier at the base of the what you call it, of the rainforest. Like a belt, like a mango belt, a fruit belt, something. Bananas, whatever it is. And let the monkeys them just have at it.
Yeah,
I don't think the monkeys really want to just be like in people's garage and so.
They want to be down here.
I don't think they really want to be in like people's garage and like watching in your window. Cause a monkey that just come walk at my landing in the morning and just wave at me. Like I call him Gary Jones. Yeah, that's his name now.
Gary Jones.
Yeah, so I generally wake up in the morning, hey Gary. That's kind of where the world come into right now.
At least Gary.
Yeah. Let's see what the people on the live are saying. I will have somebody calling. Good morning, caller. You're live on LNT. What's up? I'm not trolling us now.
You think so? I think so too.
I only have about 2 monkeys eating in my mango tree. Everybody got to eat. Okay. Thinking disease, not relative. Oops. We'll get back to that. We have a call on the line. Good morning, caller. You're live on Island T. What's up?
Dun, dun.
You want me to feel like something on the phone now?
I don't think so. I think people just,
Let's see. The Monkey Task Force does not get the attention and resources it needs to operate effectively. Also, a proper macro plan to control these monkeys needs to be discussed on the task force. Now, I don't have enough information about the task force, so thanks for bringing that to the fore. However, we did have some guests here who are examining the invasive species.
Yeah, they did.
One of them is the monkeys. I think they have been here for like 15 years or something like that, looking at different invasive species. And so we know that there is definite research and plans that are supported by the research to help deal with the monkey situation. So perhaps like execution, not having the proper resources, like the commenter is saying, has been one of the holdbacks, one of the keepbacks. So who knows? I would love to know some of the plans. I've seen several plans. I've seen plans about bordering farms with certain plants that make it difficult for the monkeys to enter. I've seen, of course, persons trying to use sound to try and keep the monkeys away. There's these little monkey deterrents that put out a very high-pitched, very disgusting sound. Very disgusting sound.
And if it's disgusting to us, you could imagine how we feel for the monkeys.
Well, I don't know how we feel about them. I just know that there can be the solution. At least not for like in residential areas and things like that, because people can't sleep. There's this very high-pitched noise. You just feel like you have tinnitus or something.
Yeah.
Like a bee just buzzing in your ear all man. I've seen plans, of course, some places they use the electric fences. There's
You
a lot.
think that works?
The farms that you gone again, Jade. Oh, let's see. Look like you're back.
Okay.
The farms that I know use the electric fence do seem to have a reduction in the invasiveness of the monkeys. But that, of course, comes with certain dangers to some of your other animals.
Yeah, you don't want
your dogs, for instance.
The cats, all these things, the chickens.
Yeah, so there's no I don't know if we've really come to a full-fledged solution, and it must be multi-pronged, of course. Yeah, part of it might be, hey, how do we bother the farms? But I think if we only just bother the farms that tend to be closer up to the center of the island, which would be the bottom of the rainforest, then all what's going to happen is we really bring the monkeys and more down into...
and then they're going to just go into the yards of the people who are just trying to have a little, small little garden in the back of the yard that was encouraged.
And the monkey them just come and just take one bite out your thing and try them go about the business. Yeah. They take one out of 40 fruits. Okay, that is good.
Nothing more.
Okay, that one is good.
They ain't even like they take up one and gone and eat it. They're biting 10 out of your 12 fruits. Like, come on.
Try it down and go about the business. But yeah. Your fingers going like a million miles an hour.
Sorry.
I know what you're doing. But I got a message just now from one of our local film producers who's saying that there has been talk about doing a film about Indian Warner, who was, of course, the son of Sir Thomas Warner, and Barbie, who I think they migrated to Dominica. And, of course, there would have been some mention of St. Kitts and no. That's cool, and that should happen. And he says these talks would have been happening like almost a decade ago, so he doesn't know exactly where that is. But I am talking about we need to do the invasion of the British here by the Amerindians. I think we need to do that. We need to do that story here. Like here, sing it. Tell it our way. Tell it with us. Use local. Yeah. Ask me a question.
If I use swipe to type, nah, just really good with my fingers. If you watch me one more time.
But yeah, I think we need to kind of tell these stories ourselves, right? We need to take ownership of these stories and not just be a blip. Like this, what was that name of that movie that came out that mentioned Nevis?
The laundromat.
The laundromat.
Utter garbage.
Yeah.
And it's only garbage because the Nevis accents were horrifying, because of course they hired whoever they hired to try and pretend to be Nevisians.
Yeah, but Jade, that's my thing. My thing is, if we have an issue with that, then let's do our own movies and hire actual Nevisian artists.
No, wrong with that. We have people here that I'm pretty sure wants to be actors. We have actors.
Yeah, we have actors. Yeah, we have actors, and these opportunities, I think, could really go a long way in providing a platform for some of them. But yeah, we're gonna have to take ownership. It's the same way. Like, remember all these Indian and karate movies? You just have all these white people acting like they're from Persia, and like this man from Turkey, but he talking like he from some Brickshire, somewhere in England or something. It used to be bad. So they started making their own movies.
I agree with them. And that's what we need to do here. We have capable people.
Not only capable people, but we have a lot of interesting stories that should be told.
Yes. Lots. And I still want somebody to... You mentioned it. The story about how the Anguilla tried overthrow...
Yeah, that's the one I was saying, the revolution. The revolution. That's the one. That's the one we were talking about last night at band practice. That's the one we were talking about last night. It's like, wait, this ain't a movie yet. The book is so interesting.
There's a book?
I keep mentioning the book on the show. I'm going to see if I can get the book for you. Yeah. All right, anybody who has copies, link us. Link us with some copies of the book. All right, I could just ask them to send us some. They might be required reading in Anguilla, so we might be able to get some from them. It might be required.
Overthrow our country. That's the name of the book,
No, but Jade just said one thing. They said one thing. It worked, right? They agitated enough to get the separation that they deserved.
And then try to invade us. Like, you done gone. Where you come
No. That was trying to go.
Oh, they was trying to go?
There was no reason to invade us, Jade.
I thought that it was payback for how they felt that we were treating them.
Yes, but that because they had to leave.
Oh, I thought they left and then it was like...
And then we come back for you?
Yeah.
No.
I feel like that's the kind of petty I would have been, eh?
Oh.
I'd just do it better.
Yeah.
Personally. No.
Oh, Mr. Fleming, who is listening, are there any of the revolutionaries that are still alive in Anguilla? Let me know. I would love to know. Of course, I would have met several and had conversations with them about it in my travels to Anguilla. But I know they're celebrated as heroes.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean,
Yeah, Jade, I'm telling you.
Who are we to judge?
No, hey, who feel it knows,
Yeah,
so
man.
the Anguillians, them who was feeling it, they know what's going on.
And that's why Neve is threatening to succeed every minute.
Really? I haven't really heard a lot to talk about that. You've heard a lot. This is such a knock. Jade,
doing the fair share debacle.
Jade, I lived through a referendum. Like, I know what it feels like when Neve is ready to go. Like, I know it feels like I lived through a referendum, but the truth is, for me, I believe that the general trend, if you were to be polling people from like the 1970s come up, I want to believe every generation, the desire to secede would be steadily going down. I believe a lot of times the energy that we have for each other is the politicians that really putting it on. I think the politicians will be the one who will be telling us, them over there ain't like us and we ain't like them. Them not like we and we
And I
not
love
like
Nevis.
them.
I don't know why they would
That
lie.
is the point I'm
I don't
making,
know why
Jay.
they lie like that.
That is the point I'm making. Good morning, caller. You're live on LNT. What's up?
Good morning. Sorry about the radio. Earl Clark was selling books, you know. The Angular Revolution.
Oh, okay.
And there are videos on YouTube and a number of different books. No, sorry about that. I was trying to find the control to turn on the radio. So check out Earl Clark.
Okay, definitely.
All right, then.
Thank you. Yeah. I know, just like any good story, there's all kind of different versions. So I think we could always, we could always create a really good storyline and script about that. I think that would really go a long way in helping people too. But part of it might be what I recognize happens here is when things happen, generally there are people who supported or didn't support, persons who like or didn't like. And generally what happens is that there's an effort by some to hide not even the truth. Not because they either didn't like the outcome, they didn't like the things that contributed to that being the case in the first place. So for instance, after the Buckley's right, I think there wasn't a concerted effort by persons to play down the importance of what happened, or to just not even talk about what happened. That definitely was part of the response to it. Good morning, caller. You're live on LNT. What's up?
Sorry, I am back.
Hey, yes.
Yes, no, the number of Anguillians who supported it, you see, they celebrate it.
Yep.
And some people were under the illusion that they would come back. But having fought so hard for it, they're not going to come back. People saying, oh, they could come back and join now. And secession, I always say all Nibians are born secessionists. Don't get it out of your head. Up to Tuesday night, on one of Rebel show, this Naya Loiber, I think his name is. He was saying, look, and other Nibians have been saying it. This thing with St. Kitts is not working out to the benefit of Nibian. There has not been any real government, you could say, that has considered Nevis. You follow?
Mm-hmm.
And Nevis is treated more like a colony of St. Kitts. So even now that we're at this impasse, where you have the Labour government back, which of course Nevisians are always suspicious of, you know that, right? They do not trust the Labour Party. It's a historical thing, whether real or imagine. So this thing about Dr. Drew having conversation with Mr. Brantley, a lot of the Labour supporters are strongly against it. So they don't talk to them. And I even heard a good one, EK, saying, look, since you won for them during the election, then there should be no conversation. If you want to come, you got to drop all your claims. Now, that would be dehumanizing for Nevisians, because if they want the fair share, why should they have to give up their claim to their share just to get access to power? So it is always there, as long as it is in the Constitution. And if they're going to have constitutional review, not one division will support the removal of 113. Can you imagine any of them doing it? Huh?
Well, we'll have to wait and see. I know there's talks going on. I'm waiting to see exactly what the outcome of those conversations will be.
Yeah, because I believe, Doctor, you might want to do the right thing, but the forces are so strong. And all it does, without realizing it, it makes the matter worse. And it pushes Nevisians more and more into the secession mode. when they prepare the country, Dr. Jode uses wisdom rather than the agitation of the few. All right, then.
All right. Like I said, I keep saying, I think that I think there's been a shift generally, especially among younger people, as it relates to the relationship between the countries. I think that yes, of course, there's always going to be the talk, the murmur, and I think that's what it is. I think at one point it was a war cry, and then it was maybe a shout, and now it may be a bit of a murmur,
a whisper, if you will.
It might reach to a whisper, and then who knows. But not only that, Jade, I believe that we may be in a situation where tough times cause people to agitate more. There's a sense of discomfort, and you're agitated and then you move and think. The same thing, when you're doing all right, you don't really hear people talking about leaving the relationships. It's when you ain't really like what going on, you ain't feeling so good, things hard. When people start to talk about,
maybe I should just
just move on,
better out there, and yeah.
Yeah.
So you go.
Yeah.
But Miami, 10 o'clock, bye.
Easy so.
Just like that.
Easy so.
It's time for us to jet until tomorrow.
We gotta go. We gotta disembark, guys. Guys, it's been great. It's been great talking to you guys this morning. I'm hanging out with you guys. Thanks to everybody who has logged on, whether on YouTube, Facebook, one of the other digital media platforms. I appreciate you, all you guys on the live. If you're a caller, big up yourself one time, keeping the thing jiggy. And of course, the persons who listen on the radio, 98.9 FM, y'all the real OGs, right back in the original settings.
Yeah, man.
Right. But, we gotta leave, we gotta go.
Don't forget, tomorrow we have the premier of Nevis, Mr. Matt Brantley, joining us to talk about, election stuff and Nevis and all the good things. All the good things.
All the bad things too.
Yeah, of course. Can't leave those out.
But yeah, guys, of course, we're going to urge you to learn from the mistakes of others, guys. You don't have to repeat everybody's mistakes. Please, of course, spend more time living your content than posting it. And yes, guys, please remember, you can't be everybody's cup of tea because you is not a mug. See you guys tomorrow.